From high atop the battlements of Castle Curmudgeon, where you can look a gift horse in the mouth, but I recommend not trying to look up his ass. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all Smarmaladians at sea. Welcome to the Blast Radius. We are just bursting with effervescent joy that you could join us this evening. Here's your golden age of Western civilization news roundup for the week ending 16 May. Okay, full disclosure, it's actually 17 May because I did cheat a little bit and I put a Saturday story in the Friday slot, but you will understand why in about 12 to 13 minutes, so just trust your correspondent on this one. Is all I'm saying. Dateline 10 Downing Street in the Emirate of Londonistan, Monday, 12 May. Well, matters have not improved, not even one little bit, for Sir Keir and the Stormtroopers since last we checked in with him. In fact, things got so bad this week that Sir Keir himself, Stormtrooper number 1, had to stand before the British nation on Monday with that inimitable facial expression of his looking like a deer in the headlights who is also an adolescent girl who just saw a penis for the first time, and explained that, yeah, okay, we were either lying the whole time or we really are just that stupid and incompetent, so take your pick, I guess. But the point is, we admit that the last quarter century of unchecked mass migration might not have been the best thing in the world. It might not have unlocked all of the wondrous economic benefits we said it would. It may have degraded our common culture just a tiny bit, just like Enoch Powell told us it would, 65 years ago now? And you know how very much it pains us to say something that can be seen as vindicating Enoch Powell. So I trust that impresses upon you the gravity of the situation, which is to say we, your ruling class, the people with all the titles and the knighthoods and the fancy post-nominal letters, we really are just as stupid as you fine people have always suspected us of being. But we stand before you today to convey our willingness to reverse and disavow and repudiate every single thing we have ever said and thought, if you will just promise to please not make us give up power, because we really like power a lot. I'm sure you understand. And here it is, out of Sir Keir's own facehole. Listen to this load of fiery right-wing invective directly from the Labour Party Prime Minister. Quote, "People should commit to integration and learning our language, and the system should distinguish between those that do and those that don't. That's fair. And Christ, the only thing that would make that scene better is if a couple of London Metro cops, females of course, with their cute little yellow safety vests, rushed into the scene and charged the rostrum and took Sir Keir into custody on suspicion of a public disorder offense likely to cause thoughts of xenophobia in the mind of some hypothetical person somewhere. Because, I mean, come on! If the average British person posted those very exact same words on Facebook, there is a non-zero chance that is exactly the sequence of events that they could look forward to. And we've got hundreds and thousands of videos now out there of British cops coming to people's houses and arresting them on suspicion of racially insensitive social media posts. But you will bear in mind also, Sir Keir, Earl of Stormtrooper Meadows, he's not the first Prime Minister we have heard disingenuously bloviating in this manner. Hell, we have probably heard it all the way from every Prime Minister all the way back to Theresa May, where the PM gets up there and goes, okay, fine, we admit it, mass migration. It might not be as great as we've played it up to be, but darn it, we have heard your voices and we promise to get those numbers down just as soon as we possibly can. And then, of course, the numbers continue going up by an order of magnitude for another dozen years in a row or so. But Sir Keir, I think, is probably in the most untenable position you can be in for a first-year Prime Minister, which it seems hard to believe that he still is. So he doesn't actually have to call an election until 2029, I believe, but with his personal brand in the toilet and his party's brand in the toilet, I still give him at maximum the 18 months I gave him when he first took over, and I stand ready to laugh at all of my British critics who said that was just a pipe dream on my part, because I have had a few pipe dreams in my time, but that was not one of them.